See if we talk now, they can hear. They hear us.
Ah.
They do not see us. Alrighty, are you ready here?
I'm ready.
Behind the scenes.
Let's go.
The acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans and
Yo, listen. Slick Tricky Rick and Not Your Average Joe back on Twitch. We have arrived.
And the camera's still working, so we are...
One in a row, baby. That deserves some applause right there. So, if you don't know by now, you have entered the places seldom seen and in between. You are in the Psychic Warfare Studios of From the Ashes Games in beautiful Wernersville, Pennsylvania.
Correct.
Where we're crazy about gaming, and you should be too. So, without further ado, we have a Heroclix unboxing today for the Ten of Swords Month 2 Storyline Organized Play.
Do I get the knife?
You get the Kniffy. Are you worthy?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're about to find
Hashtag
out.
turn Scott Porter heel.
I don't know, but if...
Hashtag can we get product to open?
Well, I don't know. If you're cool and I'm cool, and if everybody in the stream is cool, let's get hot and do a grassroots unboxing of Heroclix Ten of Swords Month 2.
So month 2, how are we different than month 1?
Well, it's funny you would ask. The only difference between the Month 1 and Month 2 boosters are the super rares. So all the commons, uncommons, and rares are actually the same. And I believe they still have 64 figures on the top, 42 on the box. Commitment to quality.
See, we keep bumping it. We have a new setup here. We're trying the card cam. We got a better cam on the figures.
Yep.
And then less on us.
Oh.
Which, I mean, is fine.
Well, you got two guys with faces for radio, so.
And bodies.
And bodies. So that should work perfectly. What we got on the Wheels of Steel already is, I believe...
But you forgot, we have this... What if people are wondering what that little dollar... The thing that looks like the dollar bill?
Oh, that's the Guild of Mute Assassins team
What
logo.
that's
the number one active Heroclix clan in the whole wide world. Sponsored in
You
part...
passed the Canadians.
We did.
Woo!
We did. But it's a new quarter.
Oh, okay.
But we're still number one for the year. 3 years running.
There you go. How'd you do that during a pandemic?
Very carefully.
You must have found a store.
That was willing to take the risk of having mass players play in person. I don't know if that was a big risk, but we did it anyways.
All right, so back to the figure. What do we got rotating on the Wheels of Steel here?
On the Wheels of Steel, I believe we have one of the participation figures. I believe it is Pestilence.
And flip it over. We do have Pestilence.
So,
would you like her card? Or?
no, I'm good. I'm good. Everybody that participated here in month 2, which our month 2 X of Swords tournament was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was won by none other than the OG himself, Ken. Put it to us. He won that tournament, yep. I believe Brandon got second, and then I think Kyle.
And again, I don't think we did as advertised.
No,
Because scoring battle royals
is impossible on the WizKids Info Network.
So we did a modified, sealed.
Yeah, we did one booster of the slop, as they call it, storyline organized play, and one retail booster. We constructed 300-point teams and did Swiss tournaments, which we only had to go 3 rounds this time because we had exactly 8 players, and it worked out perfectly.
Keep hoping to get like 20.
Well, we did have at one point, I think, 9 or 10 players signed up, but life challenges sometimes.
I don't see
Heroclix
Where's
just
James?
doesn't
Where's
take
James
priority.
in the chat? He doesn't show up at all. He's not in the chat.
I don't know. He could have been reeling from the Bronze Buzzards Battle Royals that he got his butt beat in yesterday.
Snap.
I said it. But Big shout out to Ken for winning our month 2 tournament. And of course, we did have a tournament today as well, which Brandon won. That was Being a Vampire Really Sucks. Every figure had to have the ability to use steel energy, and I think he combined Apocalypse with a couple of Annihilations and maybe a Venom Magneto. It was a pretty good build.
I hear he's good.
Well, he used a lot of bystanders today to do the heavy lifting for his team, while his team kind of stayed in their starting area. He was generating figures that could charge and do exploit weakness. So it was pretty good. Obviously, he won with it.
Gaming Widow 511 has joined us here.
Oh, well then a shout out to Ruby Slippers in the chat. That's the old wife of mine.
Oh, there we go.
So thank you,
That
Amber.
makes sense. Gaming Widow now.
Yeah. So let's see here.
We got both the ladies of the guild.
Oh,
Nicole
making
is in.
making an appearance in the chat as well.
There we go.
Well, she's not fully vested yet, but she's definitely a probate for sure.
She's close.
One day she's gonna assassinate all the
All these
assassins.
trips, though. All these trips.
Well, she's got a big family.
But she'd
and
have
lots of stuff
to.
going
She would
on.
have to beat the assassin of the assassins, which is me.
The Dream Wrecker.
Yeah, the Dream Wrecker.
Well, what's my head competition in tournament with the Dream Wrecker?
As far as I remember, I'm undefeated.
Yeah, I think we were having early Alzheimer's.
It's like politician speak.
Yeah, well, speaking of politicians, 2 weeks from now, we have another political scandal coming straight to From the Ashes Games, Heroclix style.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
What is this one going to be?
It's going to be politicians and reporters. You got to build a team. All the figures on your team, including sideline, have to have either the politician or reporter keywords. Reporters get a +1 attack on politicians, and politicians get a +1 attack to reporters. And for this tournament and this tournament only, hindered lines of fire are not considered hindered. So it's supposed to mimic,
Gotcha.
a reporter being able to get a snapshot on a politician.
There you go.
When they're doing things they shouldn't be doing.
Makes sense.
But did we talk about Pestilence? I don't
think
think
we
we did. So let's get back to that. Pestilence, my friend, is a participation prize for month 2. Real name, unknown. Keywords, Araco, Horseman, and Ruler. Starts off with Hypersonic, so there's a bench power making a return. It has a special attack power called Disease Vector, Poison, and when Pestilence uses it, he deals penetrating damage. Pestilence also has Safeguard Poison, so you can't poison him. He has an 11 attack, 18 top dial energy shield deflection with the old probability control. Not bad for a 75-point figure. It has 7 clicks long.
Is that 2-point values or is that a stop click?
That
I can't.
there is no.
It's 2-point values.
Is there a
You
second?
can do a
point?
50, yeah.
No, there you go.
2-click 50. Really?
Really?
Oh no, sorry. A 5-click.
Okay, all right.
I was going backward. You can
Alright.
shave 2 clicks off.
Gotcha.
What does that lose though? That loses the red attack
You lose the probability control, sir.
for 1 click, then you gain it back.
No, you start, I think, on click 3 with range combat expert, as opposed to the top 2 clicks have prob. Clear as mud.
There you go.
Let's go to the next participation prize figure, Sheriff Gia Whitechapel.
Geoff?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I like that.
I bet you she's a pirate. Let's see. Nope. Mystical, police and politician.
She can be used in 2 weeks.
Contraire, mon frere, because these figures have not been approved for constructed organ.
We don't follow rules.
We follow rules more so than any venue in our 50-mile area. However, it looks like she can generate a posse bystander.
A posse.
Yo,
Nice.
my posse. So at the beginning of the game, generate 2 Blight Spoke posse bystanders. If you were not the first player, generate 4 instead. Now, what do these bystanders do, you say? They have leap, climb, blades, claws, fangs, stupid senses, aka super senses, and range combat expert with a single target for range. But once again, you're using bystanders to do heavy lifting while you're hopefully protecting your characters out of the action. She also has passenger 4, but only to carry bystanders. Her defense on her first 3 clicks has defend and super senses, and she has a trait, drop 'em and get. When Sheriff Gia Whitechapel or an adjacent friendly character makes a ranged attack, they may target equipped characters or characters holding an object regardless of line of fire. So you think you're safe hidden behind some stuff? Oh, contraire mon frere.
Not today.
Not today. So you know what happens then? I'll tell you. You get the DEFCON tractor beams, gamma ray guns straight out the mothership, and you weaponize funk.
There we go.
So there you have it. But
We got Joe Pot in the chat.
he's from the grave to our chat.
Yeah. Hey,
Go Joe Pa. Penn State, go blue.
when's the next player interview? We're being asked.
Oh,
Good question.
that's a great question.
We'd probably have to show up for a Sunday event.
Yeah, probably. We'll take it into consideration and try to make it happen sooner than later.
There you go.
How about that?
Could that be on Politician Weekend?
Maybe. We don't know.
True.
True. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And then let's go for the grand prize figure for month 2.
I really that's a politician I can get behind there.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
She's definitely pro-gun, that's for sure.
Good lord. That is a gun. I don't know if this guy's gonna fit on camera.
Oh, he's the bestest. This is Mojo. He has he has Battle World Other, Mojoverse, Celebrity Monster, Mystical Pirate Ruler keywords.
He's a pirate. She wasn't a pirate. He's a pirate.
I know.
I'm a little.
That thing has 3 different point values that can be played at. It is a giant-sized figure. You can play it either at 200.
I'm trying to decide if he's drinking or looking through a.
I think it's an eyeglass.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You can play him at 125 points, or you can play him at the low retail price of 60 points. At 60, he is 6 clicks long. At 125, he is 10 clicks long. And the big bad top dial version of him, he is 15 clicks long.
For 200 bones.
For 200 points. He's a team player, so he can wild card team abilities.
Okay.
He also makes Wolverine bystanders, and it's 3 different Wolverines that he can make. He can make an Archangel Wolverine. He can make a Feral Wolverine, and he can make a MODOK Wolverine.
A MODOK?
Yes.
Okay,
I am science, MODOK.
There we go.
The Archangel Wolverine has hypersonic of 6 squares with a 3 range, 11 attack, precision strike, and shape of the change.
Welcome Ryan to the chat here. He's calling for Joe supremacy.
And then we have the Pharaoh Wolverine that has Flurry Blades and Battle Fury. And then the old MODOK Wolverine, Running Shot, Pen Blast, 4 range, and Energy Shield Deflection.
I'm trying to surgically extract.
I seen that. I thought you were just trying to be quiet with the crinkly plastic wrap. Now, you also do get some tarot cards.
Now this might
We
be
have
hard
2
to,
different ones.
Yeah, I don't know that we can get those in the...
I think the most important area is that there.
Alright.
So we got the Empress, and the Empress.
Wait. Okay.
Alright. The Empress, what does she do?
When this card is put into play, each player generates a hindering terrain marker anywhere on the map.
Okay.
When this card leaves play, each player may heal 1 click on each friendly character occupying hindering terrain.
Aha! So
create a space.
it creates a hindering space, hindering terrain
And when will
marker.
that go away?
The hindering terrain marker
Doesn't go
go
No,
away
when does the card go away?
when it's your next, at the beginning of your next turn. So when it comes back around to you, you flip a new tarot card.
And can both players have a tarot deck?
Yes.
So if there could be 2 cards in play.
In play at the same time, correct.
Are they point values?
No. That's why it's a 0-point game element and everybody's going to be playing them for here moving forward for 2 years unless there's a tournament that stipulates you can't play.
Gotcha.
So you're making a hindering terrain marker. You're healing even if you're not in that hindering terrain marker.
Any hindering terrain.
And then the other tarot card is Justice. And I'm not talking about Sid. I'm talking about Justice. When this card is
Are we talking about
put
practice?
into play, nope,
Not practice?
not practice, Justice. Each player chooses a friendly character. While this card is in play, the chosen character replaces their combat values with the following combat values. Speed of 8, attack of 10, defense of 17, damage of 3, range of 4. Which it can give boosts to, some weenies, or it could downgrade your tank if you're a one-man army. You never know. But that is all the participation.
Throw a bunch of little weenies out there,
and you get
you
that
could
card.
have a turn of like big boys.
Yes. But you're only picking one
Big
character.
girls.
You're only picking one figure.
Oh, okay.
But
Does that
still.
work for bystanders?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, that card was used in today's Battle
Today?
Royal to do just that.
There you go.
It's time. I think it's time to start cracking some boosters.
You know what? It's not as... It's a little softer than normal.
Have you been working out?
No.
Are you sure? You cracked that with ease, brother.
Yeah, and you didn't watch me messing with it. Look, I'm popping them right out there. I landed right on my head.
Ah.
I don't know what to do with these. I started opening one.
Well, these walls don't build themselves.
So
and I'm
we're
running out of time.
not gonna go through every one here because a lot of these are going to be
doubles from last month.
But you told me we're missing. What did we miss? One common.
We missed a common, an uncommon, and a rare. Everything else
Was that from the
cool.
64 or the 42?
I'm gonna go with the 56. Hut, hut, hut.
What am I giving you?
I don't know. Okay, here we go.
What is this? Let's see how this camera handles the.
Okay.
Most of those look. That doesn't look familiar. Did we do
It
that?
does not look familiar. That might be the one that we may be missing.
It looks like the.
No, that's Pog Your Pog.
Oh, Pog your Pog. It looks like the
So we
Jabba the Hutt guards.
Yes. So we've pulled every game element in this last month.
So we have. What do we have here?
But you know what we didn't? Okay, so this particular
Sword
booster
of Might.
had the Sword of Might. It had Pog Your Pog, the figure, not the sword. It had Gorgon. It had Risque and Dazzler.
Let's just spotlight since I like him. But Let's do the sword since this is the 10 of swords.
Okay.
Or is it the X of swords?
It's both.
Those damn Roman numerals.
It's both.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, did we get a tarot?
Yes,
Oh, that's right. They're in every pack.
they're in every pack, and these are different from last month. So
Okay.
every one of these, as long as we don't get doubles, should be interesting. And this one has a very
It's very risque.
well. It has a risque picture of Wolverine laying in bed, looking at his tablet.
We'll have to show people that one.
This is definitely a meme online of Wolverine looking at his tablet. But the Eight of Swords says when a character uses smoke cloud, the markers don't need to be generated adjacent to each other. So that's pretty cool.
How many people do that?
Well, smoke cloud, normally you generate 6 markers. The
Yeah.
first one you have to have line of fire to. The minimum range for that is 6, and then the 6 markers must remain.
Does that look
in
kind
the
of
range.
Deadpool-y?
Kinda.
He looks like just laying there like, that's this.
that's,
Yeah.
that's Wolverine.
That's very risque. You know why I keep saying that? Because risque is in the booster here.
She certainly is.
How did I forget about Pog Your Pog?
I don't know, man. That was like your favorite
Yeah.
figure.
Oh, did we talk about we didn't do the sword. We're gonna highlight the sword.
All right. Well, Sword of Might.
Sword of
has
Might.
Blades, claws, fangs, and when this character uses it, the minimum result instead is +1. The character's printed.
So
damage.
normally,
it's -1.
so I'm learning, right? So blades, claws, fangs.
Is a D6 roll.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
your damage is equal to the roll, but minimum to your printed damage,
-1.
-1.
So this is actually a 2-point swing.
Could be a 2-point swing.
Yep.
Seems fair.
That's that pack, brother.
That was,
That was easy peasy.
That was quick.
That's what I'm
Look
saying.
at that.
I'm gonna put that right there.
Oh, I didn't cut the other side.
Oh boy.
Oh!
9 digits. Once again, coming to you from the Ashes
Here you go.
Games. Oh my. Woo! Do you see Empath, Havoc, or Manifold in that pack?
I was about to say I did not recognize this character, and it is Manifold.
Ah, put that thing on stream immediately.
I was that one did not look familiar.
That is a new
I like that figure though, pretty cool looking. Little bumblebee action there. What sword do we get?
We got-
Muramasa.
Muramosa.
Yeah, we got the old
We got Storm. We got the generic vampire.
Jubilee.
And Jubilee.
And what tarot card?
Ooh, the 3 of Swords. We're gonna save that for last.
Explain those again. You can have how many of each?
You can have a
Suit.
tarot card. You can have a deck of up to 12, minimum of 5. If
Okay.
you do the minimum, you have to have 1 sword, 1 pentacle, 1 wand, and 1 cup, and then an arcane magic. You can only have maximum 2 swords, 2 wands, 2 cups, or 2 pentacles. But you can have up to 4 arcane magics. But let's do Manifold. That's a rare, real name, Eden Fessy. It has AIM, Avengers, Sword, Wakanda, and X-Men keywords. Passenger 2, phasing teleport, stealth. And then when he uses phasing teleport, after resolutions, you may choose a character whose square he moved through. That character can't use improved abilities until your next turn. That sounds like both movement and targeting.
That sounded like a lot, and I kind of phased out in the middle there.
That's folding space around you, sir.
There you go.
He also has a top dial positional awareness, combat reflexes, willpower, and adjacent friendly characters can use combat reflexes, which gives you a +2 to your defense against close attacks.
I need to get you a sharpener.
Man, that thing's been in the
How,
pack for
how many
thousands.
pieces of tape has
Thousands.
this cut through?
I've had that knife going back pre-2019. So you think about it.
Ah.
You know how much I buy. We got the Maramosa blade. When this character uses Blade's Claw's Fangs, you can give the hit character a curse token if they don't already have one. This game, when a character with a curse token would heal, they instead remove a curse token. But
where's that card? Let me.
there's that.
Oh,
There's
what's that?
this.
Let's get Manifold.
Manifold also has top dial prob, charge, and blades.
So he's
2 point-
4 clicks for 30.
He's either 4 for 30 or 7 for 75.
4 for 30. I know from my my Mr. Miyagi that is a good ratio.
That's a great point to click ratio. Correcto mundo. And then finally, the tarot card. 3 of Swords. When a character uses Pulse Wave, they deal 2 damage instead of 1. That's very nice. Because Pulse Wave ignores everything. It pretty much shuts off all powers unless it's protected or safeguarded outward. I mean,
So when you use tarot cards, are you building decks or building teams around the tarot cards? Or are those
Absolutely.
just like hoping like this one could be good for my team? Like
No, I always build
like if you have that, you probably want Pulse Wave on.
3 out of 5 characters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like today, I built around a mind control card and used Exodus. So whenever that card came up, not only did I mind control my opponent, but Exodus says when I mind control you, you deal their printed damage as well. So it was so silly. I would mind control with Exodus, deal 4 damage because top dial he has 4 printed, and then deal 4 more if the correct tarot card was up.
Gotcha.
Storm, and the Savathi Vampire, and Jubilee we've already seen. On to the next pack.
So what are we looking? Who are the two that?
All right, so we got
We haven't gotten a
Manifold.
super rare, right?
We haven't gotten a super rare
No
yet,
super rare yet.
but we did get Manifold that we haven't seen.
That looks like another new one. That looks.
That's a different. We've never seen this sword before.
Well, that's Cypher.
We've
Do we
seen
have-
Cypher.
we've seen
now,
Cypher?
Now we haven't seen Empath and Havoc, and that's in the common and uncommon.
Okay. I don't remember that Cypher. But the sword's new.
The sword is new. The Light of Galador. As with all swords, blades, claws, fangs. When this character uses it, after resolutions, heal 1 click on this character and all adjacent friendly characters. Not bad.
Seems pretty good.
And then we also got Grey Crow.
Who is the sword bearer? The unbeaten?
Issachar the Unbeaten.
Okay.
But you got to remember, for organized play purposes, you get to pick. Everybody has the sword bearer trait,
Okay.
and you can just throw the sword on
Gotcha.
one figure. So you don't even need one. Good thing about Cypher is he's double dial, but he has outwit and perplex top dial. That's pretty cool. He's either 5 for 45 or 2 for 25.
That's one
And then we got the Page of Pentacles tarot card.
Oh.
Characters can't use.
For a second, I thought you said testicle.
It's only a couple of letters away. Characters can't use improved targeting abilities. Characters that can use stealth have free. Place this character in a square of hindering terrain within 6 squares. It's pretty crazy.
Who is that?
I don't know. It looks like an
an
X-Men.
That is. Can anyone help us with that? Who? Well, I don't know what that is, other than like etched in my eyes now.
I don't know.
He's wearing like, he looks like he's wearing like a wrestling outfit, like
Uh,
collegiate wrestling outfit. Yeah.
I could have been a contender.
I don't know why I had this one open and never. Was this the first one I opened?
I don't know. You know what I say? It's the swinging of its censors, the silence
There
of
you
the
go.
members. Guild of Mute Assassins.
Still no super rare. I
Ah.
don't know that sword looks familiar.
We haven't seen this sword. This is a new sword. Mercy. Blades, claws, fangs.
That seems like a.
Stop
common-
me if you've heard this one already.
Well, I'm gonna put the bearer of that out there because Nanny.
Once per attack, when this character attacks,
Humpty
you
Dumpty.
may re-roll the attack. So that's basically prob, but not prob. That's not
And that
bad.
can't be outwitted.
No, because it's not probability
Yeah.
control. We got Nanny, we got Rachel Summers. Oh, we got Empath.
Oh, did I miss that one?
Yeah, first time we were seeing the old Manuel de la Roche. Not to be confused with Zach de la Roche.
That is a comical piece. Did you see that?
He's definitely pretty in pink. Does he got? Is he got the guns out?
Yeah, look.
Ha!
Sun's out, guns out.
That's right. Nudge in the right direction. Mind control. When Empath uses it, and after resolutions, give a hit character a thrall token if they don't already have one. When Empath uses Mastermind, he can instead choose an adjacent opposing character with a thrall token, regardless of keywords or point value. When a character with a thrall token takes damage from attack, remove the thrall token. He has that, and his speed power, his first 4 clicks. Now he does have 2 different starting points. One at 75 and one at 40. For 75 points, you get 7 clicks. For 40 points, you get 4 clicks. Starts with Mastermind and Precision Strike as well. So,
Brandon, does your comic book knowledge tell us who the Page of Pentacles is? Because that clearly an X-Man, but
he looks kind of a little robust too, doesn't he? Is it just me?
yeah, I mean, looks like a heavyweight collegiate wrestler.
He could be a contender. All right, now.
Oh, he said egg or gold ball. Sorry, wait, is that? Did I miss you? Oh, there you go. Huh. I don't know who egg or gold balls
They're the
is.
same person.
Oh, okay. I knew that. I was just testing you.
I don't know.
Oh wait, that might have been from the last one.
No, I think you're right.
No, you're holding that one.
Am
That one's over there. This was the first pack.
I? All right, this goes in here though.
Yeah, that goes in there.
Ah, clear as mud. I see now.
Our fail-proof system
Has
working
failed.
as intended.
Absolutely. When in doubt.
I feel like I'm going to Google.
So the
That could have been bad. I didn't even preface it. I just typed in gold balls. Luckily, it Fabio Medina.
Yo.
That is him. You are correct. Brandon, +1. You're winning right now.
So the tarot card we got in that pack was Death.
Brandon said, used to be called gold balls, but changed name to egg for reasons I could never fathom.
So you want to guess what the Death tarot card does? Characters can't heal.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Oh, that's a cool.
That's a cool picture, though.
Yeah, that's. I like that. Fabio is a mutant whose powers manifest by the production of gold balls of different sizes from any part of his body.
Yes, they have him in Heroclix. They have him both as egg and as gold balls. And guess what? He makes special objects that are gold balls.
There are the tokens for those. There should be. I'm just gonna keep.
Hey!
There you go. That death card's cool though. I like that.
Right.
It might be my favorite art on the.
Tarot card yet?
Is that Storm?
I'm not sure.
It looks like Storm. I'm going Storm.
Very possible.
And if you don't think it's Storm, you're wrong.
It's still Storm.
You can open that.
Ooh. Does that mean I get to
For
chuck
some
it?
reason, this was better than our discussion during the Battle Royal.
Oh.
Apparently, I missed something.
Well, there was a lot of discussion today about
These
biting
all look
people in the
familiar.
butt. I was going to say.
God Killer, that looks familiar.
Yep. No. Contraire, mon frere.
Oh wait, hold on.
We haven't opened God Killer on stream yet.
We haven't?
Nope.
So are all the swords different in this set?
No, but there is 12 different swords in this particular set, and there was 10 in the retail
Summoner,
set.
did we, like, that vaguely looks familiar?
It's the same sculpt from the retail too.
Oh, maybe that's...
So,
oh wait, guess what God Killer has?
Blade's Claw's Fangs?
Are you psycho?
It's a fine line between psycho and psychotic.
When this hits, when this character uses it, Jesus, I can't read. When this character uses it, hit characters can't use team abilities with your next turn.
That could be big, because you could turn off like a power cosmic and then outwit him if you hit with the blades. The tarot card that we got was Judgment. Are you ready to be judge, jury, and if necessary, executioner? Oh, you're ready. When this character heals, that character's controller gains 1 mission point for each clicked healed. That's interesting.
Brandon said that subject matter may be considered NC-17.
Well, thank God we're all above the age of NC-17.
That's why I said normal Sunday combo.
Yeah.
Is that Thanos? I didn't look.
I think that's
that's
Apocalypse.
Yeah, you got the
The
big
A.
A.
That's the tell.
That's the tell.
I don't know who's with them though. Because there's somebody else in that picture.
Oh, that's it's Summoner.
Oh, well there you have it.
So Summoner.
Way to be paying attention. I'm so broke I can't even pay attention. Ba-dum-bum. Let's see. Oh, that was the wrong one. That was terrible.
Didn't you write down what
I
the numbers
did.
are?
Yeah, I did.
Lord.
I did.
Where's our production team?
I don't know. When you wing every stream,
You know what?
this is the quality control.
We are. Hold on a second. We're halfway through. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Don't do it yet, Rick. Don't do it.
All right.
Don't do it.
I won't. Are we doing it? Are we?
I don't know how to.
Oh, we got another sword we never got before.
That's weird. Like, how do we? Hold on, because you know we need Rick. We got to pay the bills.
Oh no.
I don't know where the button's at though.
So is it playing?
It's still playing. Yeah, we're just.
Are we
We'll
talking
take
over?
it. We'll take a 60% break. Yeah.
Oh.
Just yeah. We can go ahead. Bingo. Because I think we had the issue with the automatically doing the thing last time.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
And then we messed with it. Now it doesn't.
So
do it.
we saw Empath and we saw Manifold. We're still looking for Havoc. Are we back from commercial break?
We didn't. We never went on break.
Oh.
Yeah, we were. Well, I found the button, so we will.
All right. You want to hit it now?
You want to take?
Let's take a short break to pay some bills.
There we go. 1 minute ad break. We will be back soon. Look, oh, look at that. Now the problem is the mute button is way over there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying we have something special when we return?
Mm-hmm.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna open the screen to Oz, like leave the mics hot on the commercial.
Nice.
We got 10-second warning, Rick. 10-second, 7-second warning.
Counting it back to live.
And 3, 2, 1. We're back.
Thank you for sitting through that quick commercial break.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to love what we got for you on this side of this break, because we got a new tarot card.
Woo.
We got a super rare, and we got a new sword that we never seen.
You're not giving the audience time to process. You're just...
Once again, we got a new sword.
Well, hold on. A sword that we haven't seen.
Yes.
Okay.
A super rare. I think it's our first.
I think it's our first yeah.
super rare.
Yeah.
And of course, we got a tarot card that we haven't seen.
Where are we starting?
Sword.
Let's ask the masses. Where are we starting? Someone said sword, so that's where.
All right.
I said sword.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't matter.
Light of Galador. Guess what the effect is? Blades, claws, fangs.
Did they all say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think like light. Is there like
when this
no.
character uses it after resolutions, heal 1 click on this character and all adjacent. You know what? We did do that earlier. We saw it.
Yeah, we did.
We saw it earlier. In the past.
Now you lied to everybody on the stream.
I gotta scratch it off my list.
I think that's number 6 on the orange one.
Okay. It is. Number 6.
I don't know. I just made that up. You don't know what they do either. That was number 6 on the orange one. Even though you
Actually,
hit
that
the
was
red one.
number 2 on the red. I'm getting better here. I had to consult it. And then let's go with the tarot card next.
I know, Brandon. He does not give time to like
You
take
can't
it
process.
in. Like,
try to keep up, people.
but he lied to us too.
Well, my lips were moving.
It is almost politician week.
It is.
So.
Hit characters have Earthbound neutralized until your next turn. Even if this card is not in play. That's the 4 of Pentacles tarot card.
What is Earthbound?
That means they can't use willpower. They can't use improved movement.
Is that a figure? Is that a?
You're gonna have to ask the chat.
Yeah,
To me, it looks like John Constantine, but I know he's DC.
Did you just cross streams?
I did. But you know what? That's the beautiful thing about Heroclix is you can do DC versus Marvel.
Because no, not the next set. Is the next one?
No, the next set's Marvel, but the following one is.
And then
DC.
we got Scooby Doo.
That is the DC set.
And Scooby Doo.
And Scooby Doo. The Mystery Machine. Mystery Incorporated.
There you go. Oh, it's Angel, he said.
Oh. Of course it is.
Nimrod did not like that card.
That would make sense.
Oh, we have. Oh, we'll leave that there.
Now it's time.
Hold on. We'll wait for the reveal. Wait.
Real name, N. Sabanur.
What?
Yes. Keywords, Araco, Horseman, X-Men, Past, Ruler, and Warrior. It's none other than the main character in this little Ten of Swords. It's Apocalypse.
We should have had a little quiz. Brandon already has +1. Actually, it's +2 because he told us Angel.
So, he has traded leadership and invincible. He's power cosmic. And he has the X-Men team abilities. He has a sword bearer trait. He has another trait called immortality. He could be from the Hulk Hogan camp. At the beginning of the game, and when Apocalypse KOs an opposing character, give him a resurrection token, maximum of 3. When Apocalypse would take damage, you may remove a resurrection token to just take 1 unavoidable damage instead. Top dial probability control and shape change. Running shot, 12 attack.
What shape change?
Shape of the change.
Oh, okay. There.
Penetrating psychic blast, 19 super senses to go with the invincible. You gotta look at this. 145, although in all reality, you're probably paying the 5 points for the sword bearer trait. And then he also has a 70-point line where you're probably playing him at 75 points because you're going to put a sword on him. He's pretty good.
How many super rares are in?
In a brick, there's usually
Well, I meant like
3.
in this. So.
We should have 2 more yet.
And they're all new.
They're all new.
Like how many
Total?
How many new
There's-
figures are in this month 2 that were not in month 1?
4.
Are they all super rare?
They're all super rare. And all the tarot cards.
Yeah. Okay. It's weird that we've opened so many new swords though.
Well, last month we kind of had a lot of duplicates. So I believe.
What are the other super rares?
It's funny you ask. For this month, we are looking at none other than Magic, which is very desirable.
Brandon, is the answer the 2 wings?
Captain Avalon, not the participation one from last month. Armor and Apocalypse. Those are the 4 super rares. I spy a tarot card with my 1 brown eye. And a new sword that we've never seen before.
And a super rare.
And a super rare.
And a super rare.
Woo-wee! I don't even know what the... I don't even know. How about this? Let's start with the sword. Skybreaker. What do swords do?
Blades calls.
And fangs. Once per turn, when this character uses it, after resolutions they may make a ranged attack using improved targeting adjacent, but only to target a hit character. That's very cool. Ooh. You know what? I don't know how we missed this last month. I know we talked about Rockslide because he is actually a pro wrestling fan just as much as we are.
I do remember that conversation.
He has 2 stop clicks. He's also in this pack. That's pretty good. But let's talk about the super rare.
How do you value a stop click with point wise? Like, do you associate a point value with that?
No, but it definitely makes figures a lot harder to kill.
Like, I know most games, you know, like Magic cards generally have a mana equivalency. You know,
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
miniature games, like when stuff
Yeah.
has points, like
I'm banking that there are at least 20 points.
like would that break the 10 per click?
Yeah.
Like you'd make an exception.
Yeah, absolutely. Great example right now is Blackheart. He's 75 points. He's 4 clicks long, but he has 2 stop clicks at the back of his dial. So he's really hard to take out.
And he
you
makes
have
stuff.
to, and he can make Hellfire Club guards to mastermind damage to on top of. So even though he's only 4 clicks long, he's very difficult to take out easily with just standard powers. Now you can get real janky and like, you know, the Exodus mind control trick would kill him in 1 shot because it's an after resolutions damage as opposed to from an attack. And stop clicks only stop clicking from attacks.
Okay.
So if you could do like a 6 damage poison somehow, not that that even exists in the game, that would blow through a stop click because it's not an attack. An attack, you have to roll dice. But let's get to our number 2 super rare in this break. Captain Avalon, baby. I don't know if it's Brian Brack. Excalibur, mystical ruler, scientist, warrior.
Warrior.
Not the ultimate, but a warrior nonetheless. He also has an X-Men team ability. He has a sword bearer trait. He also has a trait that says tougher than Otherworld. When a friendly character makes a close attack, that character can use toughness until your next turn. You know,
Brandon said, "Don't give whiz kids more bad ideas."
he has traded combat reflexes, which it makes.
We don't need 6 damage, poo.
That's funny. How about 6 damage mystics? I know there's a 3 damage mystic, potentially. You roll a d6 and you do half. So this dude gives out toughness if he hits with a... Oh. If he just makes an attack. Sorry. When a friendly character makes a close attack, that character can use toughness until your next turn. Interesting. Combat reflexes. When an opposing character moves adjacent to Captain Avalon when using charge or hypersonic speed, after resolutions, deal them 1 damage. Now that can be reduced, but if they have combat reflexes, super senses, or no reducer, they would take a click of damage. He has top dial charge with precision strike, invincible, and close combat expert. So if he hits with a close combat attack, he has a 12 attack for 4 damage. And then, ooh, I know who this figure is. The Lovers is our next tarot card. When a character attacks, if the finalized attack roll is doubles, that character controller gains 1 mission point. And I believe that's Thanos on that card.
That looks like Thanos and
Is it Nebula?
Yes, I believe that's Thanos and Nebula.
Yeah, but isn't Nebula his daughter?
Yeah.
So why would the card be the Lovers? So he's having sex with
Oh
his
no,
daughter?
no, that must maybe. Who is Nebula's mom?
That's a good question.
Brandon, not Gold Balls. Is it Gamora?
That makes sense.
No, because that's his adopted daughter. According to this, he's in love with her to death. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he had. Well, she's in the background there.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you have it.
There you go. Mistress Death. That makes sense.
Because Gamora was his adopted daughter.
There you go. Woo!
Holy.
Oh, man.
Shnikes.
Man down.
Well, cut away from yourself.
Shit. I'm gonna have to get you some Jonathan help. You know, he was an Eagle Scout.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to cut myself for this.
I don't know. If you cut yourself with that, it's gonna be far worse than if it was sharp.
I might impale myself with it.
Oh, yeah. Alright, we've seen this sword before. This is actually a desirable sword. The Soul Sword gives out mystics. But we've seen that already. However, we did get another super rare.
Oh.
And we got a...
That looks interesting.
Oh, this is pretty good, actually.
2 of testicles.
A 2 of Pentacles.
Oh, pentacle. I'm going to take over the 2 testicles duty. When a character that can use leap climb is given a move action and moves 5 squares or less, after resolutions, they may make an attack. That seems pretty.
Yeah, and it doesn't even specify close or range.
Ooh.
I like it. Now, on to the super rares.
Yeah, we got our camera here with nothing. Is that a? That for a second was a chainsaw.
I don't know what it is.
It's a sword, but
oh yeah, it
the
is.
hands are like
The hands are huge.
weird.
She's wearing some gauntlets that are translucent.
Brandon said that he has an A on his belt.
Oh.
It's Apocalypse and Genesis.
Right. Of course it is.
Our research department's fired.
Indeed.
Or Brandon should be our research department. So we have to open them all, run them by Brandon, and then seal them back up.
I'm befuddled. Let's talk about this super rare. Armor.
Armor.
Is she on the ones and twos? She is.
Brandon says she creates a force field as her mutant power. Is that used in the? I see a defensive power.
I see a psychic exoskeleton armor. So defend, energy, shield, deflection, invulnerability. Adjacent friendly characters can use toughness. And then at the back of her dial, she gets to be colossal size. In fact, she doesn't even get that until
That's
the back.
probably why the hands. So the hands are much bigger.
Right.
So
You know what big hands mean?
Big gloves.
Indeed it does. She has a rally when an opposing attack rolls that have a 5 in it. She can put the rally dice on her card when that happens, and then she can remove it when an adjacent friendly character would take damage from an attack. You may remove one of armor's rally dice. If you do, that character takes no damage from the attack,
right.
and after resolution deals
Brandon pointed that out.
armor 1 unavoidable damage. So she would take 1.
That's her that's representing her power.
That is
Brandon said check her rally die.
Gotcha. I say start with a checkup from the neck up, but that's me.
I do like the sculpt. It's kind of cool.
I would hope so. It's a super.
Oh, look, she is on the box.
Indeed, she is.
She is on the box, people.
Is that 42 or 64?
13.
Okay. Hook.
Omaha.
Yeah.
So are we even looking for anything now? Or are we
Yeah.
Are we kind of in no man's land here?
I think-
Whoop. Other than tarot cards.
Did we see Skybreaker? The sword? Oh, we did.
Yeah.
All right, so the only one I haven't seen Havoc yet.
No, have we had that?
Hey, guess what's in this? Havoc.
Did I miss it?
Okay.
Good lord. Get my eyes checked. Oh yeah, that one doesn't look familiar. That one goes in the other one.
Ah, the old grass cutter.
Oh, grass cutter.
Grass, ass, or cash. Nobody rides for free, Joe.
And there you have it.
Ooh, we got a Stepford cuckoo in that one. I love that. Ooh. Ho, ho, ho.
Wolverine makes a lot of appearances on the
Yeah, he's
cards.
definitely the most popular tarot card figure for sure. Let's talk about Havoc. Real name, Alex Summers. I never realized that. Does that mean he's related to Hope Summers?
Yeah.
Okay. Avengers, Brotherhood of Mutants,
I'm surprised
Hellions,
I have to explain that to you.
Starjammers, X-Factor, X-Men. Remove one of Havoc's rally dice. That's a rally of a 5 on an opposing
He
attack
is
roll.
Cyclops' brother.
Oh,
Oh, his last name's Summers.
yeah. Yeah, it is. Does that mean he's also related to Cable?
It's more meaningful if you figure it out on your own.
If you remove one of Havoc's rally dice, this turn, when he makes a ranged attack, if he has not been moved or placed this turn, modify range and damage +2. He starts off with a 6 range, 2 targets, running shot, energy explosion, penetrating psychic blast. That's a plasma discharge.
So the ads are running. Oh, there we go.
Okay. He also has a containment suit, energy, shield, deflection, toughness, willpower, leadership, and running shot. Almost, it's a very Joe dial. Not many powers change.
Yeah, unfortunately, these ads, we're gonna have to mess with them. I don't know when they're running. Oh yeah, that's a pretty easy dial.
2 different dials.
Yeah.
What has he got? 100 point?
150.
150.
So it's a 5 for 50 or a 9 for a 100.
Hey, Bub.
He said re-ask the question. I don't remember what question we asked.
Is Cable related
Oh, is Cable related
to Havoc and Cyclops? So the 7 of Wands was our tarot card in this particular pack. Has Wolverine showing some blades, giving the old "come here." When a character uses Shape of the Change, increase the result of the roll by +1.
Nicole said yes, and Brandon said Cable is the future son of Cyclops.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah, there you go.
Why go down the block when you can go down the hall?
It's hard to see that other finger doing the old, like, come over here.
Yeah.
It's there, though.
Indeed. Now, for the final.
Final.
The final booster.
This is going to be the Ultra Prime Rare.
Nice. I hope so. Even though there isn't any in this set. I hope so. Maybe they made a mistake.
So they haven't released, like, what these are played in at all?
No, these aren't. You
So
can't
they're
use
literally
these. It's probably going to become legal the first week of November. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. There we go.
Brandon says that's based off a famous cover art. Of the comics?
Oh, we got your favorite sword.
Oh, I see it. Look at that. Wolverine in series number 1.
Oh, yeah. That's a very collectible comic. I don't know if that's his first appearance, but I think that's his first solo title. So, we got your favorite sword. Pog, your Pog.
Well, that's that monster.
Yeah, this thing's like gigantic.
We gotta
put that up.
We gotta have context with it, though, or else So there is a normal Heroclix figure size, and here is Pog, your Pog sword, which is just a touch taller.
Well, it does give you a giant reach of 3.
Yes.
And if you already have a giant reach, it increases it by 1.
But let's get out Pog your Pog. Where is Pog your Pog?
He goes
One of the early packs.
There he is. I don't even know how he carries this sword.
I mean, there we go.
There's the Pog your Pog with his appropriate sword. It's a...
You know, they say about small hands, big sword.
There you go. So, the figures we've already seen. So let's get to...
Yep. I'm sorry, Brown was on the other tab there. His
Four
first
Cups.
Appearance was Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
But that
I knew
was
that.
his first solo
comic.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good friend of mine used to have both that book and the Incredible Hulk first appearance.
Brandon said it was a giant dinosaur Pog your Pog too.
I don't know. That might be in the retail version. This is kind of crazy. Hey, Mystique. I know this one.
That one, I knew that one.
Yeah. 4 of Cups. When a character uses combat reflexes, modify their defense +3 instead of +2.
Brandon said that's the month 3 prize.
Oh. Looks like Mystique has a drinking problem.
She's kind of saying no to the drink.
Is it?
Yeah.
To me, it looks like she's got one hand and
Have
4
another
drinks.
one, you lush.
Exactly.
Is that it?
That's it. That's the brick,
What
bro.
the heck?
New record time. We're like almost professional.
1 hour and 8 minutes with an extra ad in there.
Man, so let's fill some time and talk about our tournaments that are coming
I
up.
wonder what a pre-roll-off is. Upcoming tournaments?
Yep. So next week we actually don't have a tournament because
All right, so there is a timer here for the ad.
ah,
It needs to be bigger though.
so our next tournament will be
Next week,
No.
tournaments is
No
spend
tournament.
time with your family.
Spend time with your family. Our next tournament is going to be Bad B Movie, and that's going to be October 23rd. It's a
Bad B movie.
Yeah, because it's October. We want to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where you're going. with
Okay,
this.
well,
A
what
bad-
what? Every Bad B movie has the same elements, Joe. What are they?
Like they're horror flicks, right? Aren't all horror flicks? Or are they C movies?
I think Bad B just means they're just bad. I don't think it has to be horror, but
There is no
there's
C. There's movies and then there's B movies.
Exactly, they're like cult classics. So, a Bad B movie has a hero, a
villain,
monster, and
a bystander. There should be a bystander.
And a femme fatale.
Okay, what about a bystander? I think
Well, you have a monster. You're going to need a monster on your team, so somebody either with a monster, brute, animal, or robot keyword. We're going to need a mad scientist, so somebody with the scientist keyword. We're going to need a hero, so we're going to need somebody with either the police, warrior, or soldier keyword. And then we're going to need a sidekick for said hero, so somebody that can use a sidekick mechanic, aka roll tag. And then the Femme Fatale. The Femme Fatale is a female character with a range of 0. So basically, this is more of a fun than competitive scenario. Your Femme Fatale starts in your opponent's starting area, and his starts in yours, or she starts in yours. And you can't, you gotta free her from your starting area. Now, there's 2 ways to do it in the game. You can get a character from your starting area to your opponent's and give them a power action, and then she can go. Or, every turn, the Femme Fatale gets a charm token. Now, if you roll 2d6 and you add the amount of charm tokens, and it's 12 or greater, then she can boot, scoot, boogie, and run.
there you go.
And that will be, once again, October 23rd.
So you can run Mojo and Sheriff Gia.
Yeah, but they're not legal yet.
Son of a.
2022 rules / rotation, Joe.
Whatever.
Modern age legal releases only modern age maps. $5. $5. Not $5 billion. Then we have the month 3 grand finale for Ten of Swords storyline organized play. That will be on October 30th, and by Nicole's request, anybody that shows up wearing a Halloween costume gets an automatic +1 to the fellowship roll.
There we go, Nicole.
You wanted it, you got it. You may be a dream wrecker, but I make dreams come true.
There
buddy.
you go. I get it.
I did mention that.
Not everyone can play the bad cop.
I know. But it's so much more fun being a heel than it is a face.
I know. Scott Porter doesn't know that.
He
yet.
doesn't know that yet. Another political scandal we talked about, that's going to be 2 days before the election day. That's November 6th. If you haven't registered to vote already, we urge you here, obviously, to get out and vote on November 8th, no matter what your political party or beliefs are. If you don't vote, then you need to just shut up because your opinion doesn't matter. That's how I look at it.
Agreed.
I don't want to hear any whining.
Nope.
And then
I really don't want to hear whining if you vote, though, either.
And then we have November 13th, another new release. Avengers Forever.
Okay, let's pump the brakes here.
Okay.
Do we got brakes to?
I don't have brakes. How about we do forward?
Now, this is like, that's allegedly, that is the release.
That is allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think it's going to happen, Joe, because they actually put the date on the wing. Allegedly, the Hellfire Gala Premium Collection is coming out in November, but there's no date. See, that's more allegedly than me.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right. And then we are going to give them Pumpkin to talk about from October 16th, which would be next Sunday, and that's probably more than likely going to be November 20th. And that because pumpkins, not only are they October themed, you know, you can't have pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving without pumpkin, so
that's true.
It works for that too. So that's what we're going to do because scheduling difficulties. So that one, you're going to bring a 300-point Silver Age team.
Uh-oh.
That's right, going back
I
in
heard
time.
people requesting Silver Age.
Yes, indeedy. So it's 300-point Silver Age team, main force of only 5 figures. All additional game elements are legal. Every main force figure must have a different rarity tab. So white is common, stars, fast forces, miniature games. Green is uncommon, silver is rare, gold is super rare, and bronze for this particular one.
Except no Mojo.
Except for no Mojo. But you can play chases, limited edition figures, organized play at home,
Organized
convention
play.
exclusives.
These are organized play.
Yeah, but it's not on the list yet. Or WWE expansion pack is also bronze.
Ooh-wee. So
So-
you bring the ring now.
Just the figure. Well, I guess you could.
That might
it
need
did.
explained
You
to
know
me.
what? It did say all additional game elements are legal. So
The ring
bring
is-
the ring. Every character on
Speaking
your
of,
team.
I haven't seen Eric using his favorite map lately. Like,
I know. I'm not disappointed at all, though. I've had enough of Let's Get Ready to Rumble for a lifetime. It says every character on your team, including sideline, must either have the monster or mystical keyword. All teams must have at
Mojo's
least.
a monster.
But he's not modern legal or Silver Age. But maybe by that time he will be, because it'll be the third week in November. If WizKids stays on top of their game, if big air hyphens there, if he should be legal by that tournament. So, but you can only play outdoor maps for this one. And the wife just reminded me that I have plans that weekend. But that doesn't mean the tournament can't happen without me. So Brandon will be in charge of that one. But monster or mystical, 5 figures. There's going to be a pumpkin in the middle of the map, kind of like the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown scenario. And then if you get close to the pumpkin, you can roll a d6 and different things can happen. Some good, some bad.
Did you do that one last year with the
We did. It's called
kind of like the birthday cake thing.
Yeah, exactly. So if you roll a 1, you deal the character 3 damage. If you roll a 2, you heal it 2 clicks. If you roll a 3, combat values are -3 until your next turn. 4, free, equip any special object from outside the game. 5, the next friendly attack made by this character that deals damage is -2 to damage. And 6, the next successful attack roll made by this character becomes a critical hit.
There you have it.
The other thing is the pumpkin can also attack you. So every turn Like, it's a 2-player game, so
Yeah.
I go, the pumpkin goes, my opponent goes, the pumpkin goes. That's how this one goes. It has a giant reach of 3, an attack of 11, 4 damage. And in the Great Pumpkin, you can use Battle Fury. So you can't mind control the Great Pumpkin. You can't fly over the Great Pumpkin. You have to stop movement if you become adjacent to the pumpkin. And the pumpkin will attack the closest figure to it. Now, if it's tied, it'll choose the one with the lowest defense value. And that becomes the target. Now, if by chance the pumpkin crit misses, the game is over.
Can that be re-rolled?
No, because the pumpkin has safeguard probability control. So there you have it. Those are our upcoming events. I believe I wanted to mention that Brandon and Ken and Eric are our top contenders going into month 3 of Ten of Swords, with Nicole and Kyle close behind. And then there's the rest of the field.
And the winner gets?
The winner gets choice of either Genesis or Apocalypse.
That Apocalypse?
No, a special one.
Oof. Special one.
Yes, a limited edition version. So, Joe, do you have anything else to add to tonight's off the chart stream?
I do not. No, I'm good.
Well, first of all, let's thank the dozens and dozens of viewers in the stream
Thank
with
you.
us today.
Thanks for all the comic book help here.
Yes, we need as much help as we can get, obviously. So if that's it, I think it's time to bang, 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 and vamonos, vamonos.
I hear you.
So, thank you.
Unfortunately, I gotta walk way over there to turn off the stream.
Let's see if I have any other silly stuff to walk you over there to.
Walk it out.
All right. These walls don't build themselves, and I'm running out of time. So if you desire anything else, you better get in line.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you sometime in the future.
Sooner than later.
Maybe I'll be like Cable, Future Son. I don't know.
I don't know.
Adios.